Hi, I'm Ashley from Through the Loop Yarncraft, and today we're going to be working on my newest pattern, the Linley Ear Warmer. This pattern is super cute and super quick to make. I've designed it to be a little bit wider for some nice full cozy coverage, and it uses a different take on the half double crochet. To make the Linley Ear Warmer, I will be using my 6.5mm crochet hook from Furls, the Streamline Andromeda, as well as this gorgeous Wonder Fluff yarn from Knit Picks, which they were so kind as to supply to me for this pattern. Today we will make the adult small medium, which is also available for free as a written pattern on my blog. And in the premium PDF version, you can also find the adult medium large size. And if you like this video, please subscribe and give it a thumbs up to let me know. And you can keep an eye out on all my new videos that come out. So let's grab our supplies and get started on the Linley Ear Warmer. Okay, so to get started with the Linley Ear Warmer, we've got our 6.5mm crochet hook and this gorgeous Wonder Fluff yarn, which is a 5 bulky weight. This one's almost like a roving style, and it's so squishy and soft. So the adult small is best fit for a head circumference of 21 to 22 inches, and we're going to want to make the band approximately 19 to 20 inches in length, with slight stretch up so that we have a nice fit to it. The width of this one is going to be 5.5 inches approximately, so anywhere close to that, I think you're doing a-okay. And again, I do have the instructions for the adult medium large, which is about a 22 to 23 inch circumference, and that's available in the premium PDF as well as photo stitch tutorials for you. So let's get going here with the adult small medium. So we're going to begin with a chain of 17. And 17. There we go. And as you can tell, we are going to work widthwise, so shorter rows with more length. And now we're going to half double crochet in the second chain across. So there's the second chain, first chain from the hook, second chain from the hook. And half double crochet in each chain for the rest of the row. So there we are. We have 16 half double crochet for row 1. So to start row 2, we're going to chain 1 and turn. So here we are going to start a repeat row, and this is where the little bit of a twist on the half double crochets come in. So normally what we would do is we'd yarn over and insert our hook right into here in that first stitch. Instead of that, what we're going to be doing is working in between the posts from the previous row. So we're actually going to go right in between these posts down under the loops. So right there, right there. So wherever you would normally put your hook in the loops, you're going to go under them in that space. And I found that it goes a little bit faster. So our first one for row 2 is going to go right in between. Just bring up your loop and finish your half double crochet. The next one, go right after the next post, in between, and finish it off. And we will do that all the way across. Now for the last one, we're going to kind of go in between the last post and the chain stitch. So with this yarn, it might be a little bit hard to see because it's got that kind of roving coziness. So right in there, and that will be our 16th half double crochet. So right in between, and finish off row 2. So now we will just chain 1 and go to row 3. So row 3 and the rest of the rows, so for the adult small, I did 46 rows total, and that got me to my just over 18 inches, slightly 18 and an eighth inch. So that was enough for me. And you can do less rows to adjust for the perfect fit or more rows. That's completely up to you. So we are just going to continue again with the half double crochet in between the post and the next one. So now we're just looking at these ones, and I find this row, and every other row tend to get a little bit easier to see. And again, our last one is just going to go right into the space right in the between the last post and the chain. And chain 1 to begin row 4. So there you go. You can go ahead and complete your 46 rows. and I will meet you right back here for the next step. Okay, so I just completed my 46th row, and now we can move to joining the ends together to create our ear warmer part. So we're just going to, if you need to, take your hook out and switch sides, flip it however you can to make it easy to work with. That's totally okay. So just all you're gonna want, your main goal is to just have your ends match up so that we can slip stitch it together. When I'm doing the first slip stitch, I work back into this one here. You may have your own preferred way to do it. This is just how I like to do it. So I go through there and then I match it up with the opposite side and make sure I'm going through both sides, yarn over and slip stitch. And now I'm ready to go all the way across. So I just slip stitch through both sides of the ear warmer in each stitch across. And once you've slip stitched all the way across, you can just tie that off and weave in your ends. So there we go, we have that all joined all together, and you can flip it the other way if you'd like. Since we are putting a band on top, it doesn't really matter. There we go. So now that is all ready to go, and we can get started on the band. So for the band, we're essentially going to make the exact same thing we just did with the ear warmer portion. We're just making it a lot smaller. So for this one, we're going to start with our slip stitch, and we're going to chain 9, and just like before, we're going to half double crochet in the second chain from the hook and each chain across. And for this row, we are going to have 8 half double crochet. And now we will just chain 1 and turn. And now we will go back to making our half double crochets in between the posts and do 8 more of those across. And 8. Perfect. Chain 1 and turn. Now for the band, we're going to do a total of 12 rows the exact same way, chain half double crocheting in between the posts. So finish that up for a total of 12, and I will meet you right back here. Okay, I've got my 12 rows done. So we're just going to tie that off. And now we will add the band to the ear warmer. So you're just going to want to lay your ear warmer in front of you. And you may want to weave in one end first, or you can do it after, whatever you find is easier. So we're going to bunch up, grabbing on both sides. We're just going to gather the center of the ear warmer together and place this right underneath. Just like so. I'm just going to tuck my end in here. And then bring those up together to match around. Now, when we join this together, you can do your slip stitches again with your hook. I opted to use the needle version, just because since right after I'll be weaving in ends, and I just found it a little easier. But yes, you can definitely just slip stitch this together as well. So I just going to do a basic whip stitch across. I'll double up that first one. And then I'm just going to do that all the way across. Again, making sure you're getting both sides. And I always do 2 on the ends. All right, now you can weave in your ends. And when you're weaving in your ends, if you want to keep the band a little more secure, you can do a couple stitches kind of going through the headband as well. Poke it, and just to make sure that that doesn't wiggle around on you. And that'll just hold it in place just a little bit. Perfect. So weave those on in. Once you're done, turn it right side out. And there you go. Your super cute Linley ear warmer. Thank you so much for joining me for this tutorial. I hope you enjoy your Linley ear warmer and have fun making them in all sorts of colors. I'd love to see your finished makes. You can find me over on Instagram and tag me. It makes me so happy to see some of the finished items that you've made from the patterns and that they're being loved just as much as I love them. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and hit that like button so you'll be notified every time I have a new tutorial out. And you can also subscribe to the Loop newsletter and get special deals and promotions for being as part of the newsletter subscribers. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day, and I will see you next time. Thanks so much. Bye!